So to take on this challenge, there's a couple new tools that you're going to need to learn to work with. And as you know, when you first log in, it looks like this. Let's go on and get our playground set up. Our playground this week needs to be on Art Canvas because we're going to have some pretty fine grid lines to work with. So I'm just going to change it to Art Canvas. Oh, and by the way, if you ever want to, you can expand this so that it looks a little bit bigger. It doesn't quite fit on my screen, so I'm going to leave it on the smaller canvas for you. The other thing that you can do is change your angle so that you can see what you saw in my video. I don't know if you've had a chance to play with this version yet, but you can kind of see a little better perspective of the robot. For the sake of this discussion, though, we're just going to leave it right here. Now you'll notice that it starts us at the middle of our grid, which is 0, 0. If you remember that X, Y location grid that we've got going on here, I am at dead 0, 0, 0 on my X and Y axis at this point. So what do I want to do? Well, we're going to draw it. As you can see, if we go back to this view, there's a little pin right here. Well, normally the pin is in the up position because we don't always want the pin drawing down on the ground. So we have to tell the pin when to go back down. Well, the best place to find that would be in our looks category. So when I click looks, you will see down here that I've got some options with my robot pin. Okay. Well, if my pin is up, I want to move it down. So the first thing I'm going to do when the program starts, I'm going to move my pin down so that it starts drawing. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can get real creative with this. Keep in mind that you're drawing a triangle. So last week we learned about turning right at some degrees, some angles. Maybe you go forward for a few 100 millimeters. I really got to move that out of the way. A few 100 millimeters. And then maybe you turn at maybe it's not a 90-degree angle, maybe it's a 65-degree angle. And then you draw your next line a little bit. Keep in mind, this is a triangle. It doesn't have to necessarily be, it can be any type of triangle is what I'm trying to say. So, and then maybe you will turn right again for another 65 degrees. And then finish it out. So that's one way that you can do that. There's some other ways that we can do this as well. I'm going to kind of show you a more complex way. Again, feel free, but I will show you that in a more complex way in the next video. All right.